I represent the service sector from a company called DTDC, which is about 24 years old company. And this company probably today India is one of the most successful franchisee model organizations that has survived for last 24 years. We have more than 6,000 plus franchisee across the country. Now the courier business, just to give a very macro view, is about 15,000 crore is the industry size. Out of that, you can say roughly about 50% is the domestic and 50% is the international business, where you have players like DHL, FedEx of the world. On the Indian, which is the domestic part of the business, I'll say about 50% of that business today is managed by unorganized, disorganized, semi-organized sector. Because it's very easy to start a courier business actually. You know somebody and you have two boys, you get somebody to get an order, so you become a courier company. So the entry level is very low. But it has its own set of challenges. So DTDC as a brand today has evolved not only on the courier business, actually you have expanded into multiple activities. We have something called New World Stores, where we have the retail store that we have come up with, which is kind of a convenience store which facilitates multiple transactions. We also have our e-commerce website, which is shop.dtdc.com. What we are trying to do basically is whatever we sell on the website is also what we sell in the physical store. As I said, we currently on the New World front, we have close to about 42 stores across the country, which we target to take it to about 200 in next 12 to 18 months. So there's an opportunity that is available with people who are interested in looking at that. As much as we are constantly expanding our franchisee footprint, today we service close to about 10,000 pin codes across the country, and still there are miles to go. Every year we add close to about 200 to 250 franchisee across the country. So beside e-commerce, beside our New World Store, we are, as much as we are into courier, we are into warehousing, logistic, 3PL, 4PL activities. And as a franchisee, he is allowed to sell all our products that the company markets. So whether it's the international freight forwarding, we are probably the only Indian company who has offices in about 16 countries globally. So we do extensive international business. We recently bought a company in Eurostar in Dubai, so that makes us between India and Dubai probably one of the best service provider. So collectively, there's a great opportunity. Franchisee model is established model. As I said, 24 years in this business, obviously something is going right. Of course, that credit goes to the vision of Mr. Chakravarti, who has set up this company. And recently, Geopost, which is France's local post office, actually they bought in a stake in our company, which actually they bought out Reliance, who was the stakeholder earlier. So that brings in a lot of international skill sets also will get integrated in our organizations going forward. So the opportunities are immense. This is just one example. I'm sure there are many, many other organizations who are constantly looking out for people. But as an organization, we are not looking at investors. We are looking at people who are owner involvement, as we say, the entrepreneur who is interested in working, not somebody who is just putting in the money.